Greetings, this is Classic Games Redefined. My name's Rich, and unfortunately I can't show 7 Wonders in Tabletop Simulator. The publisher will end up complaining. So we're doing a variant. This is actually using a version of the pie roll. What we're going to do here is we're going to end up showing how to play 7 Wonders Solitaire. Instead of the cards I have for the Wonders, you know, the nations and stuff that we have here, for example, the kingdoms that you're building, I have the chess rooks. They're just there. We have our money, and this would be like victory points for military. I'm going to use them as blocks. So the basics you have here is that you're playing against 2 dummy opponents. They're not AI. There is no scripting. What you need to do is several behaviors that you need to be aware of. First thing we have here is that they won't build wonders. Okay, they don't build wonders. That's one thing here. And then secondarily, the other thing that you have here is that when they're giving cards, they automatically build them. So what you do here is the magic is as follows. There's several ways to do this. Actually, I believe it passes left, right, left. I'm going to actually take this. I'm going to hit plus. You can make it bigger. So we're going to use this block here to mark who I'm passing it to. And I believe, if I remember correctly from the cards, is left, right, left. You take out 3 cards. You're going to do this 6 times per round. And then at the end of the round, after doing this 6 times, you get 3. 3 of them are going to go out, and that represents the pile of the cards players don't use during the game. You may also do it that way. So what I do is take, let's say we take the first 2, just pick 2 of them out, be consistent, and you have several options here. I could pick one of these 2 cards, okay? Let's say I like this card here. It's going to be a tech one or whatever else. I have to pay the resources for it. If I can't, any of these 3 cards I pick, if I can't pay for it, it's going out, and I'm getting the $3. So. And that's a mess, which happens. And you would grab the 3 money, and I would get it if I traded it in. Yeah, that's the one thing I do there, but let's flip it over. I'm going to say I'm going to take that. I would pay the resources that I need. I have to have it. Or if these guys have it, I would give them $2. Or if I have the marketplace, like let's say, if he had the resources I need, I give 2 that way. Okay, so we have that. Let's say I grab this one, because this is the one playing here. I would end up passing it over this way. He gets the one face down. You have 1 or 2 options. After this, the round's over. You can decide to flip them then, or when I pass it immediately. You know, it's a little bit more strategy. I discovered it doesn't make it as much, and it's just a little bit more streamlined, so I'm going to recommend it in the round you flip it over. So anyhow, I get these here, and I get this. He'll get that. He automatically builds it, the dummy player, and he'll get that again. Then what I could do is we do again. Take 3 cards. There's a deal feature. I haven't figured that out yet. And we will flip over. I believe these were the first 2. You just have to pick 2 over. And let's say I don't like either of those. I will decide at this point to look at it. Then I make a decision doing with it. I have to make a point here. Deal with it then. Then I decide I can pass to either this player or that player. Or vice versa. The dummy players. Okay. Then at the end of the round, after these cards left, let's say there's going to be 3 cards left over. They go out, as I said. These rest of these cards will be dealt out. There's 4 more rounds. If you're playing with the cities expansion, you'll end up having 1 more round because they add the black cards. And then I look at the military, and let's say, for example, he had the most military. He's going to get the victory points. He'll get the victory point cube for doing it. And then we would take the penalties. So anyhow, that's pretty much how this works. And you play like that, you play through rounds, then you take the thing, you total it up with the text, you add it like you're going to try to maximize the points scoring for whoever's here. Remember, exactly the same thing, every 3 of these is worth 1 point. What I discovered in this playing this is resources are tighter than a normal game because of this not being out here. There's a lot of cards, and it plays relatively close. I managed to win 1 game, had several other people. It's fairly challenging. So anyhow, that's about it. Feel free to post comments below. I'll try this be on Board Game Geek, so welcome the feedback. I apologize for not showing the game. I have a really bad, cheap camera I got from Walmart, which the audio quality is bad, so I'm not using it. And I really risk videos getting pulled, so I don't have it. So anyhow, that's the latest. That's how you do 7 Wonders Solitaire using a version of pie roll. So I do want to thank you for watching. May your die always roll 5.